Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Team Oil Ninja Empowerment Call. Today is Monday, August 7th. This call is sponsored by Team Oil Ninja, but of course we welcome anyone to join in our calls and glean whatever knowledge and information we can share with you. We're happy to share and learn from everyone. So today we are, as always, starting out with product usage. And after our product usage, we'll let you know that we are transitioning into some business topics. So just to give you a heads up, after topic usage, if you are just not interested in the business or really just enjoy using your oils for you and your family, you will be welcome to leave us at that time, but we'll give you a reminder before all that starts as well. So let's just jump in. Today, we are just going to give you a couple of reminders. One is that for Team Oil Ninja, our oil camp is starting today. Oil camp, if you don't know, is a 2-week online class that just goes over really the top 10 most popular oils for the most part, and is super easy, really low in intensity, not a huge commitment, 10 minutes of your time each day to go through the 4 to 5 posts about a particular product, and there's prizes involved. So we'd love for you to join us if you're a brand new member on our team in doTERRA, and we'd love for you to just join us and learn the information and enhance your knowledge and understanding of oils and comment and really just get to know us. So take a look at that. And if you haven't received an invitation and you would like one, please reach out to the person who enrolled you or to myself or Shannon or Kristen, and we can help make sure that you get connected with an invitation. Okay, this month for August, our specials are that we can save 10% on PV Assist Junior and our A to Z chewable tablets, which are designed for children but are great for adults who can't swallow pills or hate swallowing pills. These are 2 really great products. The A to Z chewable tablets are what we would consider our multivitamin. Lots of great nutrients in there that are beneficial for growing bodies. And the PB Assist Junior is actually a newer product that's come out in the last year. And it is it's our probiotic designed for little bodies. So this is actually a really ingenious creation that doTERRA has come up with. It tastes great. I actually like the taste of it. My kids love the taste of it. We have to limit our children to 1 per day. It's actually like the probiotic is sort of encapsulated in like these tiny little, like a little ball kind of thing. It's really cool. It kind of reminds me of like a pixie stick. So it tastes great. It gets some of those wonderful beneficial bacteria into your kids' guts, and really will help not only enhance their health but protect it as well. Product of the month is lime. Lime is one of my favorite essential oils. If you place a loyalty rewards order by the 15th of this month and your order totals at least 125 PV, then you will receive a free 15 milliliter bottle of lime essential oil. And that oil is great for so many things. It's a really fun one to use. This is one that we can use aromatically, topically, and internally, all 3. If you use it topically in the summer, just be careful that your skin where you apply it is not exposed to the sun for about 12 hours. So you can always just put it on the bottoms of your feet or in a place that's not exposed to the sun. We use it in cooking. We can use it in baking. We use it on homemade kettle corn. You can put it in the diffuser with some citrus bliss or some wild orange or bergamot or frankincense, and it's all just super, super delicious and wonderful. Kristen, if you can't see it, Kristen says they love lime in the diffuser with Breathe to help with mucus. Yes, that's a great one. I agree with that. We like that a lot. So, or patchouli. I'm saying it for the benefit of if you're just listening to the recording because you won't be able to see our chats. So that's the product of the month. So again, if you're not on loyalty rewards or you don't know what it is, please talk to the person who enrolled you or to one of us. so that we can help you understand what LRP is, especially if you find yourself ordering once a month. If you find yourself ordering once a month and replacing things or trying new things, then you definitely want to be on the loyalty rewards program so that you can get the greatest savings and be rewarded the most from your orders. Okay, so let's talk about Lime some more. Lime as our product of the month is something we really love. I'm going to get this camera out of the way here, these videos, so I can see. Lime is a wonderful citrus, just super fresh oil that we source from Brazil. All of our citrus essential oils are cold pressed. They are not distilled because distilling them will actually eliminate some of the beneficial chemical constituents that we want to keep in the essential oils. So ours are cold pressed and no heat is applied to those citrus essential oils. Some of the benefits of lime are that it supports a healthy immune function. It will positively affect the mood with stimulating and refreshing properties. You can add a drop to your water for some enhanced flavor and antioxidant support. One really fun thing, if you like seltzer water, or if you have like a soda stream or something like that, lime is really fun in that seltzer water, and it's a great alternative to pop or soda if you're not from Michigan. It's very refreshing and delicious. And lime will often be used as an internal cleanse. It's great for helping to support the health of your organs. It is going to be considered a sensitive oil, so if you have young or sensitive or elderly skin, it would be recommended that when you apply it topically, that you apply it with a carrier oil. And one of these essential oil tips, let's see if I can add 1 drop to your facial cleanser or your shampoo. Next is Tangerine. Tangerine, again, is a citrus oil, so it is created with cold pressing. It says cold compression, so it threw me. This is brand new for us. We've had it previously in like sample, or not sample packs, but specialty packs, like our flavor, when we would do the flavored essential oils for cooking and things like that. But now we have it available to us all the time, 365 days a year, which is very exciting. And it's a 15 ml, and before it would typically come as just a 5 milliliter. So that's a lot of fun. So we're really excited to try different things with this tangerine oil. It's an excellent source of antioxidants. It has a soothing and relaxing aroma. It's just super fresh and sweet and wonderful. And it will support a healthy immune function. This one also, just like lime, can be used aromatically, topically, and internally. Same safety rules will apply because this is a citrus oil that if you're going to use it topically, just make sure the place that you put it on is not exposed to direct sunlight for about 12 hours after application. If you want to use it topically and not worry about that, just put it in a place that won't be exposed to the sun. You can use this one neat without dilution. But again, if you have a little one or someone with sensitive skin or an elderly person, just always be aware of that. And, there's never anything wrong with being a little extra cautious and using some carrier oil with that. So we're excited to be able to try this in some things. I know one of the tips is to add 2 or 3 drops as a flavoring in cake and cookie recipes. That's something I'm super excited about. I love adding oils to like Christmas baking. So I will often make something with like a buttercream frosting, and this is something that will be absolutely delicious in a frosting. Or, you could add a little bit to maybe like a lemonade, or if you wanted to make like a fresh limeade or something like that, it would be really lovely. So that is it for our product usage today. And so this is the time now where we're going to switch to talking about business. So anybody who is not interested in doing the business, please feel free. We won't have any hurt feelings. Feel free to hang up now and join us next week for our product conversations. But if you are doing the business, or you're even curious about what that looks like, we welcome you to stay on this call. And usually we try to be available for a couple of minutes after the call as well for questions. So Whether you are curious and seeking or already actively doing the business, we welcome you to our business portion of the call. And this is where Shannon is going to take over.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm so excited this week to bring you. But first of all, we have, of course, our housekeeping, a few important updates for the team. Starfish sales training starts today. It's still not too late to jump on that group. If you need information on how to find the Starfish sales training, reach out to your upline. Starfish was started by Neil Anderson, who is I believe a Blue Diamond in doTERRA, and he brings us amazing sales skills and how to effectively, ethically, and proactively teach and sell our essential oils to people. And that is what we do. We sell essential oils, whether we're selling membership kits or the opportunity, or we're just selling somebody on the benefits of oils and they don't buy anything. We're salespeople. So that's an excellent free training, which normally this training can be quite pricey, and we're really happy to bring this to you. Go ahead and switch. Congratulations, look at her face, to our top enrollers this month. Jocelyn Jarvis and Kristen Brotzman both are our top enrollers. Congratulations, ladies. I just want to say a few things about these two. You know, there are characteristics in leaders and those who do really well that both of these women exemplify. One of them is they're a little bit of risk takers. And when I say risk takers, that they are willing to invest in themselves into some trainings like Emerge, which we love. I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. I know we're doing Starfish, you know, because you can't get enough of these skills and you can't get enough of these tools. But both of these ladies are Emerge sales training graduates, and it shows in how many people they're enrolling. So if you're skeptical about Emerge sales training, because it does cost, things of value usually will cost a dollar amount, I want you to reach out to these two and see what they have to say about this Emerge sales training, because they are proof that it works, and I'm very, very proud to partner with them both. So let's talk about our business intensive that's coming up October 14th. I know that is about over 2 months away, but we're going to be doing a business intensive. The location is to be determined, and that's going to be after we get back from convention, about a month later. We're really going to dive into some deeper business stuff for those who really have a passion to pursue the business of doTERRA. Many of you know my testimony. You know, we literally went from food stamps to financial freedom, and I'm not where I would want to be. Of course, I want to drive a Suburban, and I want a, you know, nice big fat house. But we're no longer dependent on the government to sustain our family, because the doTERRA business pays my bills. I'm very proud to say that, and not in a prideful way, but I'm just, again, living proof that it will work. So we want everyone to have the opportunity to make doTERRA into an actual business that's going to actually bring in money. So keep an eye out for that. So let's talk about some key points to building your business. Last week, Jocelyn talked about, I believe, Jocelyn, please correct me if I'm wrong, it was effective, not classes, it was inviting. Inviting was the week before. But now we're going to talk about what do we do to follow up? How do we love on these customers? We really need to be able to have a system or a plan in place at least. I know in the beginning of my business, it was basically, oh, you got your kit, that's great. Crickets. I didn't have the skills, and I didn't know what to do. And I might send them a message in there, so how are you doing? Oh, great. You know, didn't really know what to do. And what happens is you have a team full of people that don't know how to order and don't know what to do. So let's talk a little bit about um, these effective follow-up skills. So you always want to make sure that after someone samples, you sample them or they purchase a kit and enroll, that right then and there you set up your next appointment. So what I normally do is when I'm enrolling someone and they're going to get their kit, I'll say, you know what, your kit is going to come in about 5 to 7 business days, sometimes sooner. I always over promise so that when it comes sooner, they're excited. So let's set up a time right when you get your kit so that we can go over a few things real quick, about 30 minutes. And so we set that up right then and there. You always want to make sure that you do that. So then, and you just let them know what you're going to do. I'm going to teach you how to order. I'm going to ask you a little bit more about your goals. We're going to get a wish list together, things like that, so that they know exactly what's going on in that agenda and there's no surprises and they don't feel like you're really there as service to help them. So once you sit down with them, you just let them know, we're going to go over your goals. We're going to make a list of things that relate. And then I'm going to show you how to order so you can save the most money. Sometimes people make mistakes in this area, so I don't want you to miss out on free stuff. So, we're going to make sure that we go over that for you step by step in person. I'm going to explain a little bit how the business side works because a lot of people are just curious. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that if that's not interesting to you, but I'm going to touch on it because I believe it's important. It's changed my life. And then just ask them if there's anything else they want to go over and write that down. That way it'll just kind of keep you on track. I have a big challenge personally with staying on task. I tend to go off and I'm kind of like on a tangent, and then I'm like, oh, well, where were we? If you have a little outline of what you want to do, it just kind of helps keep you focused. You can always chit chat about the kids or whatever you're doing afterwards, but as long as this portion gets done, then you're good. So you want to go ahead. You may have already talked to them about their goals when you enrolled them, but you want to reiterate those things because you want to let them know that you don't want to miss anything. And have them remind you of their goals so that you're both on the same page, and write them down again and allow them to talk and elaborate on what those goals are. And maybe they have a little testimony because they already opened their lavender or things like that. Maybe they're still kind of like, well, I don't know. We're kind of healthy. I really don't know what, I don't know. Some people don't know what they don't know, right? And so you can say, well, some people have a hard time with this, or some people we're finding really need help with focus or energy during the day. Do any of these apply to you? So sometimes you have to pull things out of people. I get a lot of people who say, I'm really pretty healthy. Well, then why are we here? I don't say that. That's not nice. But I say, well, do you want more natural options in your home? So when you go to clean a surface or you go, you have those tools in your toolbox. Just kind of get them thinking. And then we start going over their wish list. Okay, great. Let me grab my book or catalog. Your product guide is probably one of your best tools. I don't keep 100 on hand. I just have a handful at a time. But I like to go through the catalog and just show them all the different products that doTERRA has to offer. In our sales appointments, we usually only go through the first 10 oils. So they may not know that we have an amazing probiotic. They may not know that we have On Guard cleanser. And so I like to go through those things and check them off. And what you can do is if they don't already have a catalog, or maybe they got a catalog in with their kit, is you can take sticky notes and you can mark those pages. So let's say they want more energy. You can write more energy and you can stick that sticky note to the Mito to Max page, right? So that starts to get their wish list going. And so you just let them, we're going to make a list that you'll be able to keep for reference. If they have that catalog, they're going through it. And, I'm not going to be able to remind you every month, what you need or every time, but this will help you remember, oh yeah, she said that this would be good for my skin, or this would be good for my cousin's skin or whatever. So if you've got that catalog or even just a piece of paper with a list, it's good. Explain all the products, even the ones that were covered in the initial appointment that meet their goals and wants, because you want them to be able to refer back to those. And then you can teach them how to order. And I like to sit down right there with them with their ID number and their password and show them how to log in. And I tell them, let me explain the best way to order. You're definitely going to want to use the Loyalty Rewards program because you get the most benefit. Actually, this is going to mean you're going to save money, and I'm going to show you how. We're going to set up a little cart here so that you can see. And you explain to them that they can change the date, they can change the credit card that they use, and they can even change the items that are in their cart. And if they don't want to order that month, sometimes the system will let them push it back a month, but sometimes they have to get on chat and cancel or give doTERRA a call. They make it very easy. And you know, it's set up easy so that no one gets discouraged. So you take them to the website, you teach them how to enroll, and then here's a really cool trick that I just learned through the Emerge Sales Training was to set up their next order as if they wanted everything on that list. And it might get a little crazy, but let's say they want Correct X. You type it into the search bar, you add it to their list. When you add everything and you tell them, okay, we're not ordering all this, but I just want to show you, for instance, it breaks it down, how much the item is and how many points they're earning. I love that feature because it tells them on a $100 item, which we don't have very many of, but it tells them they're going to earn $10 back when they start out. So and then they can kind of play with their order and get comfortable with it. And say, all right, so which ones we're going to set you up, which ones do you want to keep in the cart, which ones do you want to take out? So that kind of gets them thinking, oh, I really do earn points back. And I explain to them that these points will increase every 3 months if they stay on this program. So if they're going to order at least something 50 PV a month, this is really the better way. And I explain to them about the product of the month and things like that. So it's really good when they actually see that cart. You know, so after you get them set up and everything is explained and they either want to be on the LRP or they don't, you can talk to them about promoting or hosting an event, which is a great way to get referrals. If they are someone who is just doing the wholesale customer option, you could offer them a gift for hosting an event. Once they host an event, you can also explain to them, you know, if the event went really well at their house, okay, I really want to discuss the business with you. You have 5 friends here and 3 of them enrolled with kids. If you were the business person, then you could earn such and such. If you do not want to do it as business, that's great. I'm so happy to take care of your customers for you. So just make that really clear so that they understand the business portion. Don't ever assume someone does not want to do the business. The biggest reason why people don't want to do the business is they don't understand it. They think that they have to be some grand thing. If you've had an agenda and you've set the stage on how this should go, they're going to look at you and go, oh, she takes notes. Oh, she goes by an outline. I can do that, right? So make sure that you at least explore the business side with them so that they know what they're doing and what they're giving up or what they're not giving up. Sometimes, you know, like I said, if they have 5 people and they all enroll, well, guess what? They're well on their way to getting their power of 3. And then, you know, if they do not, then you just respect that and you just love them right where they're at. Does that make sense? And I always let them know that that door is open. The one thing though is if their friends enroll and they're not under them, that can't be reversed. So I just like to make that clear to them so that they understand. So that's a really great way to follow up. with your customers. We don't score and ignore. We don't just enroll people and take off. We always want to keep in touch with them and getting them plugged into your groups and acknowledging them, making sure that they know about promotions, making sure that they know about special things, and pick up the phone. This is where I struggle. I have to put a pen in my teeth to get rid of the nervousnesses. It's a trick that my Emerge coach taught me, that when you're nervous, you take a pen or a pencil and you hold it in your teeth and you can feel the stress melt away. This is true. Yes, Kristen knows. So it's almost like it's making you smile because you're holding it in your teeth. And so it just helps you to be less nervous. And of course you can sniff your oils. But I tend to do my phone calls in sprees because calling people one at a time makes me nervous. So I gather everybody up on one day and I call everybody so that I can only be nervous for one day instead of nervous for 10 minutes every day. So that is just in a nutshell some key points to building your business and effective follow-up. What do we have next, Justin? Is that the end? That is the end. We're getting really good at making these calls 30 minutes or less. I'm getting very impressed. Thank you so much for everyone who listens to us every week. We hope that you find value. We hope that you join us for Starfish training, and we hope that you invest in Emerge Sales training, because that's really where all these good nuggets happen, and where you're going to get the best, most benefit. So thanks so much. We're going to stay on for a while. I'm going to unmute myself if anybody has questions. I think Jocelyn's going to stop the recording.